Hey guys, it's Gail here with Everything Nash. It's Tracy Lawrence and Clay Walker. I love talking to you guys so much. Clay, we haven't talked. I think I was at the boot, which was like 2017, the last time we talked. So it has been a hot minute.
Yes, it has. And when I saw you on the schedule, I was like, yay. Hey, we get to end with you, so that's even better.
Oh, look at this. What a way to end the day. And Tracy and I have talked so much. I think we're going to start, like, our families are doing holidays together from now on, right?
At least we should be.
We should
Absolutely.
be. Okay, well, I love that you're ending with me. Let's make this fun. Going out on tour together, I want to know who had the idea to do this in the first place?
Gosh, we've been talking about it so long, I don't even know. We talked about this for probably 15 years, and
Wow.
we never did it. And finally, we saw each other. I don't know where it was, probably an award show or something. And we just looked at each other. We said, "Let's quit talking about it. Let's just do it." And so,
Yeah, and we wanted to do more of it last year. We did a 4-day run. We went in and did rehearsals, and it really went so well that we were trying to find places to do more of it last year, but our tour schedules were slammed. And so we got 9 of these done, and there may be more as we look down the road. I think that's the plan, is to try to do more of them beyond March.
So how does the tour work? Because you both have what, 250, 300 hits each? And then you're both still releasing new music, which we're going to get to, and you're sharing this tour. So how does the whole process work?
Merging a band. He's bringing kind of about half each production guys, and we will share the stage for a lot of it. I think the strategy when we did the shows last year was to come out and do the opening 3 or 4 numbers together, and then take turns doing 2 or 3 songs apiece, and then wrap up the end of the night together. We've got this real cool medley that we've been talking about, paying a tribute to some of our heroes that we're going to try to work out and add into the show. It'll be us singing lyrics to each other's songs and just working it out.
Do you guys have a hard time picking between your hits and the new music that you're releasing? How do you balance what to play, what not to play?
well, I'll go on that one. I think, Gail, that we both, Tracy and I both have to look at it like a fan does, because we're both fans of country music too. If I go see George Strait, I don't want to hear new stuff. And I want to hear "Sing Me My Memories," and stuff. And I know that Tracy and I both, like you said, we have we have too many hits to get done in one show. Honestly, with both of us on stage, and that's a good thing. But we also have worked hard, both of us, to make a new album, and there's a lot of heart and soul that goes there, and so we won't fill up the night with new material, but I think both of us will at least do one, off of our new record.
Can you guys each speak to your longevity and how it feels all these years later to still be releasing new music that people still want to listen to?
I just been riding his coattails.
Whatever. you know, New music keeps me rejuvenated. I mean, every time I get a chance to go on an album, and I'll put the time in to write a lot of material for it, and get my players selected, and spend time in the studio working on all that stuff, I get excited. I mean, it lifts me back up again. But, even when I'm doing my show by myself and I'm doing 90 to 45 minutes, I'm still conscious of the fact that I can't do a lot of new songs, at least not back to back to back. I've got to do some hits, slide a new one in, do some more hits, slide another new one in, and try to massage the crowd, because I don't want people to get bored with that. And I, being a fan that's sitting out there, I've seen acts come and do that, and it
Gail, he's
makes
being
sense when
modest.
everybody gets up and goes to the bathroom.
Gail, Gail, he's being modest. His longevity is because of that great voice he's got. That guy's one of the
Uh,
best country music voices of all time. And
brother.
Tim
Well, you
McGraw and
both
I.
do. I mean,
Well, I
Clay, your
would.
voice is very distinct also. I heard you at the Opry last fall, and I thought, man, like nothing has changed, except you have more kids. But other than that, nothing has changed.
Well, that's a great compliment, Gail. I was on the phone with Tim McGraw a couple of weeks ago, and I was telling him that Tracy and I were going out together, and he paused for a minute and he goes, "Is there a better voice than that?" So there's a lot of admiration for Tracy in the business, and that's his longevity. And I think both of us, the passion that we have for great songs, it's not. just being a good singer, like Tracy is, it's, man, you've got to know a great song when you hear one, because I think Tracy would agree with this, that, an average singer can have a good career if they have great songs, but a great singer can have no career with average songs. You've got to have an ear. If you don't write them, you got to be able to pick them. And Tracy, I mean, I'm a little envious of the track record he's had with great songs. I mean, he is.
And we both had some really big hits, man.
Yeah, but I don't think you've ever recorded a B-side.
I don't know about all that. I've written a few. I know that.
Oh, they never made the record though. Anyway, Gail, I don't mean to take over the time. I was just trying to say that that's the longevity is you got to find yourself in a song. That fans got to find themselves in that song. If you
His
don't
longevity is that baby face. Look, see, that's all great. You don't have any of that.
I'm coming out on the road with you guys. You guys are fun. I'm going to join you on the road. I hope it's okay. I'll do your merch or something. I don't know. I'll figure something out.
We need I bet you could
pour
sell
the drink, Gail. We need a drink for her.
I'm in.
Can you
I have
blender?
my job. Okay, I've got to let you go at some point. Do you guys each of you have a favorite song that you can't wait to perform each night?
Oh, Birmingham for me. It was such a massive record that you just feel the crowd elevate at the end of the night when we hit the downbeat on it. It was massive.
Yeah, that's a song. Birmingham to me is probably just. I mean, everybody wants to sing it. The whole crowd wants to sing it, and it's huge. For me, I think the one I want to sing is "This Woman, This Man," just because there's a lot of heartache in it, and there's some things in it. I don't know. It feels different every night, but it always feels emotional, and it keeps it real for me. And it also allows me to stretch out vocally, which I like to do. And some nights it's not as good as others. I mean, Tracy can tell you, because depending on how late he kept me up.
Yeah.
Always Tracy's fault. We'll blame it all on him.
It's that for me is probably the one I look forward to every night, because I know it's going to be hard, and you just got to be up to the task. And I'm sure Tracy, has a song like that too, where this one's going to stretch me, and I'm going to lay it all out there.
Oh yeah,
even if I fail.
Absolutely.
But Birmingham, I can tell you, is a monster song and great for the crowd. Yeah.
Clay Walker Hayes just said that he's on the road with all of his kids and they're homeschooling them. How many of your kids are you bringing out with you?
All of them. Can't leave them. I got 5.
You're bringing them all, seriously?
Yes. I mean, we have Tracy and I were doing another interview earlier. We were talking about, what's been hardest about the road. And, he was talking about all the dance recitals and things that he missed out on. And, I miss out on them all the time. And it hurts, because, we'll have a tour, or we have our schedule booked, a year in advance. And then all these things come in on the weekends, and, you can't decommit, to tour dates. And I love what I do, like Tracy does, and our families didn't ask. Kids didn't ask to be put in these roles, but so my wife and I decided that this year, that we would spend a lot of the time, not all of it, but a lot of the time on the road together, because I need the kids as much as they need me, like that old Reba McEntire song, "Somebody Should Leave."
Great song. Okay, last question, and I'm going to let you guys go, although I would love to talk to you all day. Artists who are just coming up, they look at you guys, you've been out for more than 30 years, still selling out venues. What would you tell them?
Ooh, just stay passionate about it. It's a hard way to make a living. You sacrifice a lot, like we've been talking about. But as long as you are still very passionate about it and you love the songs that you sing, I couldn't imagine having to go out there and sing songs that I didn't like every night. So make sure the things that you put on those records are things you're passionate about. Because if they're a hit, you're going to have to sing them a long time.
Good work.
I would say that, if you're afraid of failure, you ain't going to make it. You're going to have to fail a few times. And Tracy and I have, and sometimes it wasn't our fault, but you gotta have sacrifice in you. If you there's plenty of ego out there. There's plenty of people ready to take your place, and it's about getting up every single day and just looking at that day and saying, I got to win today. And you can't look too far down the road. It literally is what a step-by-step thing. And Tracy and I have been there in lean years, and we've been there in great in banner years. And it appears that that country music, the whole fan base of country music loves the 90s like everybody loved 70s classic rock, and that's growing. And at first it seemed like it was a fad, and now we know that it's much more than that. It's picking up speed and gaining a lot of just ground, and it's young people, So what I would say to new artists out there is, do get up every day and try to win on that day, and then look back 20 years later and say, man, I've come a long way. But don't keep looking back. You got to take that one step every day and win. And I know that Tracy Lawrence gets up every day of his life and says, how can I win today? I've been around him enough to know that. And I have that same work ethic and MO in me. And I think that's, people don't have to know that, but when they see us on stage, we don't make many mistakes. We are there to bring it. And the two of us together, looking at each other across the stage, let me tell you what, I know that there's an expectation from him towards me, and he knows I got an expectation for him as well. And it's good. It's good. It's like Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, or Michael Jordan. It's not that we're competing against each other. We just want to do our best. And so the other one feels it, and we do.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to try and come out and see you. Can I come backstage and hug your neck?
Absolutely.
It works like this, Gail.
You can have all access.
Sorry, I forgot my job already. I'm already fired. I'll come bring the drinks. I'm going to come hug your neck. So good to see you guys. So good to see you.
Thank you so much.
Congrats on all your success, and I can't wait to see you on the road.
Love you, Tracy.
Thank you.
Great job.
Have a good one,
Love
guys.
you too, buddy.